Hey everybody, KC here. So to be perfectly honest, this is a commentary I would have preferred not to have done. I wish the circumstances were such that it didn't need to be done. But I don't only get to talk about the easy stuff. Sometimes I have to talk about the hard stuff. And the thing I want to talk about today is the business community's reaction to the leak in Politico of a draft opinion by the Supreme Court that if it goes through, will result in the overturning of Roe versus Wade. Now, listen, for the most part, based on everything I'm reading, corporations are trying to keep their mouths shut. They're trying not to get involved. And quite frankly, I don't blame them. No matter where you come down on these things, there's the potential for harm to the company's bottom line. And that's something that clearly CEOs and C-level executives need to be thinking about. But the thing is, in the long term, and I'm getting this from a lot of different sources, companies may not have that luxury long term. Now, listen, some companies are getting involved, largely on the side of the pro-choice community. Companies like Citigroup or Amazon or Yelp or Lyft or Uber have all said that they will be supportive of employees who may need to go to other states if they want to terminate a pregnancy. Companies like, Walmart, or Kroger or Albertsons, I don't even know what companies like that do. Because, these companies have stores and they have people in California and they have people in Texas and Oklahoma and places where they have very different cultural views than, say, in California. And, it's really hard for these companies to come down on one side or the other. Because the one thing they don't want to end up like is Disney in Florida, where you get on the wrong side of the administration and suddenly your life is being made miserable. But there are going to be other issues that companies are going to have to deal with, both suppliers and retailers. Because if you indeed have operations in some states, you may have people, and I'm not just talking about women, you may have people in your organization who say, I don't want to go there. I don't even care if it's good for my career or not. I don't want to go there because frankly, I find the cultural atmosphere to be unfriendly or downright untenable. And that's going to be a hard thing for a lot of companies to deal with. Listen, the chasm that exists in this country between people of differing opinions, political, cultural, social, whatever you want to call it, that chasm seems to be getting wider. And I think companies are now faced with the feeling that they may have to choose one side of the chasm or the other side of the chasm, lest they fall into the chasm. I'll be honest with you. If I had a big company, I don't know what I'd do. I think that this is a very, very difficult situation, but I do have a feeling that companies are going to have to make a decision. They're going to have to take a side. They're going to have to take a position. And in doing so, they run enormous risks. On the other hand, I'm not sure what the risk is of trying to avoid a situation that you have to get involved in. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.